Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Crumplebottom Files. It has been a while, obviously, since we did the apocalypse week, and now we're coming in for part 4. I'm gonna start off by first of all adding this display fridge, which I know I've talked about multiple times. Well, now we are gonna go in and just put it in there, okay? We're finishing off this kitchen. We have a little bit of money, so we're going to bring some life to the house because obviously we did not have the money to spend on the house when we needed to make sure that everyone had a place to sleep. Uh, but yeah, so we're gonna add this cute little area here with, a chair, a couple chairs, a table, somewhere for the kids to eat, to do their homework, gather, okay? Kind of give a semblance of a kitchen just ever so slightly. Um, but yeah. And we will get rid of one toddler bed because I think the odds of us actually having that many toddlers at once is slim. I mean, obviously we had the triplets really threw us in for a loop, I think. 1, 2, and 3 were what's the word I'm looking for? They were, like, against all odds, okay? Natural triplets at this point was, like, not what I was expecting, and, of course, because of that, we had to have, like, more of what we would have needed naturally, okay? Now, that being said, we are gonna have to have enough beds for all of these kids at one point, and I don't know where everybody's sleeping, but we need to figure that out eventually. We're gonna have to expand this house, like, that's something else I spoke about. We're gonna have to do a couple changes. I do want the living room to eventually look like a living room, but for now, I'm more concerned about having enough, space for everybody to sleep. I want another bathroom in here, which is another, costly affair, and yeah, one thing at a time. We're gonna make extra rooms, um, and another bathroom. I think we'll do that at some point. I mean, obviously, we used up our money finishing the kitchen, adding a little dining space. And that's fine for now. One thing at a time. The house is starting to look like, it has a little bit of spunk to it. So, of course, we have 1 through 7 in the house, and, like I mentioned before, 1, 2, and 3 are triplets. Now, we are going to follow the rule of getting that A grade, and we are struggling, obviously, because instead of having, like, 2 or 3 kids to pay attention to, we actually have, like, 5, right? So, normally, they would, like, trickle in one at a time, and we could just focus on one at a time, or try to anyway, and just have the nanny and Agnes kinda take care of those babies, right? But that's not the case because we had 3 right off the cuff. We didn't have a lot of money, and Agnes was popping these kids out left and right, and we were still trying to figure out how we were gonna make some money. So, we've been struggling ever so slightly, not to mention when there's a lot of young kids in the house. I find it so hard on your Sims to focus on anything else because of the system that's in place for your Sims to automatically take care of those babies, you know? Um, so they were often like, even though I would tell her to do something, she would stop it to go check on the infants, or she would check on the babies, or, she would stop and go check on a toddler. But now there's only 2 in the house, so it's not as bad, I don't find. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping that it will get a little bit easier as we go and as we expand and make room and have more things for the kids to do. I am hoping at some point once we expand, we will be able to place a room built for the children and the teenagers, I guess, so to speak, so that they have a place where they can learn things like the logic skill, for example. When you learn it as a kid, you're gaining the mental skill, but you're also gaining the logic. So really, we should be double dipping in our skills so that they're learning as children, so they're getting the skills they need for their school as children. But at the same time, they're learning their skills they need for when they become teenagers, and then we don't have to worry about it. And that would be the ideal here. Now, we don't have an extreme amount of space, so for right now, like, I can't pull that off, not really. Um, I mean, I could, but priorities have been set and expectations have been, given out to myself, and one thing at a time. It's probably gonna make it harder for this year, you know, the first round of kids, but it will be easier in the long run if I just have everything done in a certain way. Um, so yeah, that is where we're at this point. We do have everyone, like, autonomously doing their own thing except for who I'm selected, like, who I'm on, essentially, or the selected sim, I think is the way they put it. which is gonna be easier for me. I'm going to try once they're teenagers, I think it'll be easier to do it at that point because right now everyone is just, like, running around like, wild chickens or something, but we'll be able to focus on one at a time to make sure that they're learning the skills that they need. Now, obviously, we don't have anything in the house for teenagers to learn except for a mirror, um, which they can't really use because there's only one bathroom. So we'll have to find another skill that we can do without having to buy anything, which which will be challenging, but I have no doubt we'll be able to figure it out. Um, but yeah, that's about where we're at. I do expect both toddlers to age up. Maybe not. Maybe not the youngest. It depends. I can't remember now. It's been so long, it feels. Um, but yeah, I would definitely say that 6 will age up. So we'll have 1 less toddler in the house, but 1 more child. So we will indeed have to make some changes to make room for everybody to sleep. I know one of the children is sleeping in this little playhouse here with one of the toddlers. And then we have the bunk bed set up, but we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more. And on top of that, I always mention, like, why don't we have bunk beds for toddlers? I think that it would be the absolute cutest thing. Like, how cute would that be? A bunk bed for toddlers. Like, so sweet. But yeah. All right. So finally, everybody's asleep at the same time except for 7. But you know what? We are going to forgive 7 because, like, they're just chilling. Yes. So we are going to send everybody to school and hopefully we will have some A's in place and we will be able to age some of them up so that we can start working on getting some of them out of the house. Um, yeah, because right now we're kind of stalled, aren't we, with Agnes? We can't, the house is full. So maybe 1, 2, and 3, if they can get an A and we can bring them to a teenager, we can work on getting them out of the house, which will free up 2 or 3 slots of the house, and then we can get Agnes rolling again. I have noticed that I think what's happening is while she's pregnant, her life meter is not moving, but her days lived is moving. Does that make sense? Um, we do have obviously a youth potion in our pocket here for when we get notified that our time is coming to an end. So we will reset her life meter, I'm gonna call it, the part where the green moves per day. I don't think she's actually aging while she's pregnant. I don't think it's moving. I shouldn't say that. She is aging, okay? Because once you reach an elder, it's like a vampire. It's about the days you've lived and not how many days you have left until you age up. Then it becomes a game of the green bar within the within the, like, life meter. I don't know what else to call it, honestly. So I hope you guys know what I'm saying, but yeah. So we do have a youth potion. We are ready. Okay, we're willing, ready, and able to gulp that down when the time comes. I'm surprised she's lasted this long without it, but again, I don't think it's moving while she's pregnant, even though she has lived, an extra day or whatever it is, right? So I am also hoping that this Frigidaire thing, like, that the kids can go grab did he put a plate here? It's so hard. I love this set so much that came with this kitchen, but it is so hard to tell if there is a plate on top of the counter, unless the counter's dirty, in which case it's like a vomit green. You can't really tell if there's anything on it unless there's food in it, so grades are up. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. So who had an A here today? First of all, let's get Agnes rolling. Let's get her baking a cake. You guys, I'm gonna say this a million and one times, but I'm sure I'm not the only one to have this problem. My game runs smoothly, like, extremely smoothly. Um, the minute I press on the cook option, as you guys will know, it, like, lags there. Look at everybody in the kitchen here. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. But yeah, it lags, and then it takes a minute to register that I've actually selected something within the cooking, you know? Um, so we are gonna put everything from the fridge into the display. What is happening here? Sometimes I feel like the game is not my friend. I mean, obviously, we're seeing that in the apocalypse challenge. Everything that can happen is happening, but, Um, all right, let's add some birthday candles. Let's get this show on the road. All right, so 1 has an A. So we are going to age her up. Where is she? Oh, she was doing her homework. Oh, how responsible of you, darling. Hey, put the candles on again. 1 aged up. We're just giving them, like, classic traits, guys, because we're not actually going to play these kids, right? Uh, yeah, so we're gonna give them, the classic, like, genius, creative, self-assured, all of those, right? We want them to, like, succeed. And we will just Oh, she has an A too. I thought there was only 2 of them that got A. Works for me. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3 teenagers. I love that. See, it's not just 1 at a time with triplets, eh? It's 3 at a time. So it'll be a little bit more difficult to pull this off because we're gonna have to micromanage the 3 of them somehow so that they can all get out of the house. There's something about my OCD that wants 1 to leave first and then 2 and then 3. I know that's not how it's gonna happen throughout the game, but in my head, that's the best way to go, okay? Um, but yeah. Alright, so we are going to disable the following to school. We're gonna skip all that. The nanny started some food and then walked away, which I don't appreciate, okay? My goodness, look at Agnes playing with 6. That's so sweet. Alright, we're gonna clean up this mess, clean up their pockets because 'cause they're just, like, full of stuff here, which will it should give us enough money actually to expand just ever so slightly. I also don't remember what the roof looks like, so I'm hoping I did myself a favor and made it pretty simple, but who would know? I never know what I'm doing with a roof, honestly. Depends on I always try to build the house according to how difficult the roof is gonna be to make. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but I always try to build a house that makes sense for a simpler roof so that if pieces have to move or you have to move things, they can just move along with it. But we shall see. Sometimes I have to get creative, and this was a long time ago, so maybe I didn't maybe I made it really simple. Right, it is midnight, and I am trying to get everybody to go to bed so that there's kind of like a routine in place, making sure that everyone's actually sleeping at night. And it's kinda difficult when you have, like, autonomy on it really is, guys, like, because 'cause they're just doing their thing, They're doing their thing, they'll sleep when they come home from school, they don't care. They don't care when they're sleeping. They care when they come home and they're just, like, exhausted. There's no thought process there, that's for sure. Alright, so Agnes, I would say, is probably gonna have to take that youth potion soon, which means we need to be on the hunt for more satisfaction points to buy her another if we continue like, if we're planning on continuing we are doing here. So oh, there's no fun. See, this is another problem. I definitely need to figure out a way to make the kids happy. So, like, whether it's a TV logic would probably do it too, but I find when they're tense, they can't do logic, which doesn't always help. Not me trying to switch up my angles here so that it's not always the same angle. Alrighty. I don't remember how much space I have on the other side where those bedrooms are. Did this place in the middle, maybe, of the lot? So if I expand with the green room and the yellowy color room, if I expand that way, I coulda just said where the cribs and the toddler beds are, but follow through with me here. If I do it that way and expand it, create a hall and a bathroom out of that bedroom there, the yellow one. Okay, I think I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up for you guys, okay? This part here is sped up because it's just easier that way, honestly. Um, but yeah, I did go in and kind of add some windows and, made everything kind of work. So that little L shape, backwards L, is going to be the new, like the second bathroom. Okay. And then we're going to have, oh no, we can't do that. It's an awkward shape of a bathroom, but we're making it work for what we have, right? So I did place a shower in there so that it's a start. Okay. So we have a shower, spare. So it's a shower tub, whatever. All right. Um, and that'll be the start of that. Now, I don't exactly know what I'm going to do here. Logically speaking, where the toddler beds are, I feel like they fit perfectly where they are. The other bedroom on the other side that has nothing in it, I am debating between adding more bunk beds or yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to add more bunk beds because I need more sleeping space. Ideally, we need to have enough bunk beds for 8 kids. Even though we're never going to have 8 kids in the house, I just think it's super important to make sure that we have the space for them anyhow, because at one point, we could be stuck in a situation where all 7 kids are teens and children, and we're almost at that point right now. We're only pulling it off because one of the kids will sleep in the bed, the other kid will sleep, in this playhouse. It's a little bit everywhere right now, and so I wanna be set up for the future rounds of children, okay? Uh, but yeah, I don't know, so help a child with schoolwork for 4 hours. So schoolwork, I would assume is helping with homework, helping with projects maybe? Schoolwork? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe that's what it is. So we'll just get her to help them with their homework at this point. Like, we don't really have room for projects, okay? We barely have room for everybody that's in the house. So I am getting them to sing, guys. I think it's probably one of the only skills that we don't actually need something for, that and probably jogging. But I think singing would be the easiest thing to do because once they start jogging, then they all need to shower and then they're all burning their energy really quickly. I'm trying to not disrupt any kind of flow here, okay? I don't need, 4 Sims running to the showers, like, "Oh, the tub's broken." See, this is another problem. I have to, think about all these things, right? So, we are just we're gonna give it a go, and even if we only had to do singing for the first 3 teenagers, I think that would be sufficient, just enough to get them out of the house and get the ball rolling, right? Agnes, darling, I see you, dancing to use the bathroom, and you can just, you're right beside the toilet here, okay? You just, squatty on top of it. Alright, let's get rid of this. Oh, milestone complete! Oh, she did it! Oh, no. One of them peed themselves. And it wasn't Agnes this time, it was one of the kids. Oh, no! You guys, I forgot to open up the hallway. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. The poor toddlers were in there that entire time. So sorry, guys. God. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that. Wha Oh, no. They'll be fine. They'll be fine, we'll just get them to eat or something, okay? I shouldn't be laughing. I don't think it's supposed to be funny, but, oh my goodness. Okay. Right, so we're Wednesday. I need to get at least one of them out of the house by Friday. I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off. They're, generally miserable, okay? It's because I don't have anything fun to do, sorry, for the teenagers, and I mean, the children are playing with the toys, so they're kind of, doing okay, I guess, but the teenagers, they have nothing fun to do. I do think though that I do think that the singing is giving them a little bit of fun, but I think it takes them a while to get there, so it's not the worst thing that we've ever done, but it's not the logical. I could get them to cloud gaze to help them with their fun and then have them sing, but they're pretty much, like, all over the place. Excuse me, 2 through 5, get up and go to school. Like, now is not the time to be playing I sleep in, okay? Uh, I'm also still looking at Agnes, obviously, because I don't know, I think we're gonna get a notification soon that she's gonna be you get 2 notifications. It's like, uh, her long life is coming to an end, blah, 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 or, like, make the most out of her final days, something like that, or maybe they're all in the same, I don't know. There's 2 pop-ups. There's, like, one a few days before she gets the final one, and then she's usually gone within a day after that, I think. Okay, guys, get up. It's 11 AM. Oh my goodness. Go to school, kids. Like, I'm needing you guys to go to school to learn, okay? To get out of the house. Oh, she likes handiness. That's interesting. She's actually shaping up to be, like, a decent mother. Alright, let's get the move on over here. The the 2 youngest who were locked on the other side of the house, they're quite tired, so they'll probably be sleeping for a little bit longer. Um, yeah, but then they should be up terrorizing the house once more. But in the meantime, we are going to work on our pottery skill, get some ceramics going, make some extra money. I wanna get another toilet in the other bathroom. Like, right now, we just have the, like, tub shower. Um, so I want a toilet and definitely 1 sink. I think I'd like to put 2 like this one, but 1 will do for them to wash their hands. After that, we'll figure out what we're doing with the money, but just, like, 1 thing at a time, remember? So once I have these areas set up the way I need them to, then we can look at, adding a couple bar stools. Oh my goodness, it's almost Six's birthday. What? I love that. But yeah, so once we've got everything set up, all the necessities set up, then I want to create a space for the play area. So we're gonna have 1 play area for the toddlers, an interior play area, okay? Then I want a separate room for the things that will help the children and teenagers. So, yeah, the children will be able to help themselves to both, I think, because a lot of the toddler stuff can still be used by the children, and a lot of the teenager stuff can be used by children, okay? So I think the kids will be fine either way, but we definitely need to make sure that we have stuff for the teenagers. There's also the possibility that I use the room that has the cribs to put the beds in, and I move the cribs to the other room. Not entirely sure. What just happened? I made the cake and they ate it. I was not quick enough. Oh no, not again. Come on, guys. Well, the good news is they've already eaten cake, so now I can make another, right? What's happening here? Did I put the plate there? I must have. I must have. Okay, cake number 2. Let's do it. Made an heirloom by accident. It's highly annoying. Like, okay. So looking at the kids aging, like, we are still good to go. Just making sure that nobody else needs any aging up before we use the birthday cake. Oh, no, I forgot about the birthday cake. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Paula, look at that. Cake number 3. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on this the entire time. I can't believe they ate through 2 separate cakes. Are you kidding me? Like, why would you do that, kid? There was already one that was cut. Why would you take the fresh one? You know what's funny is she will make food like grilled cheese, she'll make a salad, she'll make something, she'll leave it on the counter, nobody will touch it. Nobody will touch it. The minute you put a fresh cake on that countertop, boy, everybody's into it. All right, put the cake down, immediately put the candles on it. Don't even think twice. All right, 6, do your thing. Let's see you age up into a child. All right, we're gonna give him the genius trait, we're gonna give him the mental skill. 1 is in her pajamas, which is a long sleeve shirt and a pair of underwear at this point, I think, and she is singing, okay? She's singing her heart out to get to the next level, and that's perfectly fine, but I am gonna have to get her to sleep because she still has to go to school. All right, 2, they're all ready to become, like, A students, so if they could just figure themselves out, would be great. So she's tense, so I need to figure out how to get her out of that emotion for, like, 5 seconds so that I oh, there we go. Sing, darling, sing. It's Thursday. Oh my goodness. I need her to get this last I need her to get this last skill level so that she can like, she's so there. They're all just, like, right there. How great would that be if all 3 of them just moved out at the same time? My life would be so much easier anyway. 87. Oh my goodness, but she's late for school. Oh, I'm caught between a rock and a hard place right now. I mean, we do still have Friday, so let's just send them to school. Oh my goodness, she made it. She got to level 3. Did she do it in time though? How much schooling did she lose? Oh my goodness, it's 10:30. Oh no, she was late for school. And I think I didn't get them to do their homework. Oh, I bet you she's not gonna make it. Let's sell all these plates, okay, so that we can get some money. And whose homework is on the table? Right. So of course 6 aged up and he doesn't go to school on the same day that he ages up. So, um, he's gonna do or she's gonna do they're gonna do their homework. I don't even know anymore because I'm naming them by numbers, so I don't know. I don't know, but they are going to do their homework and then, I don't know, just mosey about on their day, I guess. Meanwhile, we do have 7 and they need to eat. They are miserable at this point. They're still reeling from being locked into the hallway earlier. So now Agnes has reached level 10. Oh no. Oh wait. Wait. Oh yes, we do have a kid that reached an A, but it was a child. So, we will still be making a cake, but it will just be for 4 who reached the top of her schooling. She's a grade A student, and the teenagers will all have to practice their singing because I need them to get out of the house. So we do have 2 who reached a level 3 of singing, so she is good to go. Um, yeah, so she's just gotta, like, work hard essentially. Oh my goodness, 3 is not good. It's not good. She's just average. It's like going to school for her did nothing. It's because she didn't do her homework. Oh my. Okay, um, light the candles, drink your drink. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I'm curious to see. I'm assuming that worked. I'm assuming, okay? 4 aged up. So now we have 4 teenagers in the house, and 2 has all the skill levels that she needs. This is gonna be so much easier when I can put a chessboard in here. They'll be able to do it all essentially. and 5 aged up. Okay, yeah, so both of them had an A. So now, of course, they're B students, which is fine. Um, it'll only take them a couple days. So next week, for sure, a lot of these are getting out of the house. This is challenging. You guys, this is not my favorite challenge. This is not my favorite challenge to do, guys. I don't know. There is something about the 100 baby challenge that just gets to me, like, on a whole other level, okay? Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite, but I do it anyway because it can be fun. It can be fun, and you learn things along the way, right? So, because like, of course, I'm doing the apocalypse challenge, and we're learning as we go there too, like, because I've been playing The Sims for 20 years, since pretty well the end of The Sims 1. I'd played The Sims 1 a bit before the 2 came out, but, I'm still learning because I don't use everything in the game. I rarely touch the supernaturals. I haven't played all the careers because creature of habit, guys. I do the same thing over and over again, okay? I do the same thing over and over again, and I will say right now, like, with the members, we are doing a 100 baby challenge with Vlad, which is interesting. We haven't quite figured out the plasma situation yet, but we're working on it, okay? We're working on it. I would say that soon we are going to be building Vlad a new house because we renovated it and it's very, like, modern and trendy now in his big castle, but 5 levels, like 5 stories? I don't think so. Do you know how much time it takes for us to vacuum that thing? Absolutely not. And it just makes more sense to have a house built for the challenge. Because when you're just playing, like, 1 or 2 people, whatever. Doesn't matter how many floors you have, really, but when you have a house full of kids and they're all just kinda everywhere and you don't know who's doing what or if the toilet upstairs is broken because you got the babies downstairs, it's just like, let's do something that makes more sense. Oh my goodness, and the fridge is broken, the counter's filthy, look at the color on that, I bet you could see a plate on that thing. 4 has a good reputation, well, that's nice. So we do have one of them, like, singing in the bathroom, but she can't really stay there because mm, yeah, she can't stay there because obviously Agnes can't use the washroom. Oh goodness, she was so close to getting level 3, but it's already, like, 9 something AM, she's gotta go to school, I can't keep her here, it just doesn't make sense. Everybody's working hard today, everybody is working hard. I need them to work harder than they could never imagine, like, just do it, okay? Oh, come on, are we gonna get notified every time a fox expires? Like, I mean, I can appreciate it, I think the kids made friends with one of them, but, we don't need to be brought to that every time. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't work for me, it's not necessary. If it was like a family pet, absolutely, that would be great, that'd be really sweet. Sad, but sweet. But this is a fox, and we're not in the fox business here, so I'm also wait, what? Serve lunch. BLTs. What? No. Serve lunch. You just fixed this. There you go. Knew you had it in you, girl. Now there's just 1 toddler in the house. Okay, so maybe today is the day that we at least have 1 child leave the house. Oh my god, here we go. Yes! Okay, so 2 is an A student, so she will be moving out of the house. There you go, kids are making friends with the with more foxes. Goodness. Whatever floats your boats, guys. Alright, here we go. Another cake in the midst for this, okay? 1 more cake. I'm assuming it'll be our last cake of the week because it's Friday, so nobody else is going to school, so unless it's Seven's birthday, I don't think we'll be needing other another cake this week. Oh, tired of making cakes, guys. It's raining inside. Goes away when I press pause though, which is kind of interesting. All right, 2, I know you're hungry, but guess what? Time to go, darling. Time to go. Your time here is past. Oh, yes. What a beautiful little situation we have going on here. All right, so I'm just gonna get her out of the house. Okay. So 2 is now out of the house, and we have, impregnated Agnes by doing the cheat because obviously for some reason it won't allow me to inseminate her. And we chose the same guy as per usual, hoping for the best. Pregnancy onset. She is not okay with being pregnant, but she will survive. But she is happy that oh my goodness, it is Seven's birthday. You've got to be kidding me. Here we go, another cake. It couldn't notify me of that like 4 minutes ago so that I could have just done this back to back. Come on. How many cakes does that make for this week? I mean, I'll have a good birthday, but like so many cakes. I think that every sim should have the option to just age up like the babies and infants do, or I guess more like infants. Once it pops up that their birthday's coming up, you should be able to click on the sim and have them age up, just like the infants, right? We shouldn't have to make a cake every single time. Because like, what if I don't want a cake? What if I just want to age up and not be sad about it? All right, there we go. Oh my goodness, we have no more toddlers. For like the next few minutes, we don't have toddlers. I don't think we will see the birth of the child this time. Like, we won't see 8 until next week, but I think that's fine. I think we'll be fine. I mean, this way we know we're only adding 1 at a time. And we will have the weekend to focus on everyone to make sure that they have their skills that they need for the following week. We are pretty much there with 1 and 3 because we've been working on them throughout the week, but 4, 5, 6, and now 7. Oh my goodness. What's happening here? Where is everyone? Oh my god, everyone. Oh, it's because it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. But you know what? Today is like when it's Saturday, it's kind of like a leap day. It's a free for all. I don't care what time you're awake. I don't care what time you go to bed. Okay? As long as you're learning what you need to know so that when come Monday morning you're ready, that's all that matters to me, honestly. Everything else is like, you know, whatever. Okay, so there we go. So we have one who's reached a singing level of 3. So she's good. I'm going to get her to do her homework. I don't think she needs to do her extra credit. I think she's almost there. Some of them we will be doing the extra credit for to make sure that they're like on top of their game. Fire? Where? No. 5. I know that was you. Well, can someone extinguish the thing? My goodness, everybody's just standing there wailing. Just use the extinguisher. Oh, 1,400 simoleons for a $3,300 simoleon oven plus the countertop. I love this for us. That's fantastic. Alrighty then. Now that the fire is out, 5, we are going to get back to the grind. We're gonna make sure that our Sims are good to go, and then we're gonna get our homework done. And once we're done with 1, we will move on to 3. Really, I should be doing this every weekend I can. Um, I need to get some chessboards in here, I think. So that I think that'll be the project for next week, I would say we'll be doing that. So next week I will set up an area for the kids to do chess. So I'll have a couple of them because you know what it's like. Okay, the minute they play chess together, they only play for 3 minutes and then it's over. But if they play by themselves, they play for quite a while. We're gonna get 1, 2 or it's 3, sorry. We're gonna get 3 to sing in the shower. Okay, 1 completed her homework, so she is off to the races. She's ready to go for Monday morning. Um, ooh, this would be cool. Let's maybe have her repair some broken items. Maybe she will get, like, a level 3 in handiness instead. That would be cool. It would be something different anyway, and stuff breaks in here left and right, so, I mean, listen. Oh, she did. She did get a skill level of 3 in handiness. Beautiful, darling. Okay, I'm going to have you cloud gaze just ever so slightly, and then we will do your homework, and then 3 will be ready to go. They kinda look like their mother, but they have their father's, like, hair color, eyebrow color, and eye color, like but they do look like Agnes, don't they? Although, I don't really know what Agnes looked like as a young adult. I haven't tested that yet. We are skipping prom. We do not need to be going there, and that's that. Okay. We don't need prom. We need grade A students. 5, reach cooking level 2. Buddy, so help me. If you cause another fire, you'll be drinking water till the end. I promise you that. Alright, so we will do yeah, I don't think she'll need extra credit, but we're gonna do it anyway. Alright, now we're on to 4. So, 4 just aged up. I don't think we did any singing with her, so I don't know. My, she's hungry. Okay, we should probably deal with that first, and we are just gonna have her cook her own meal that doesn't require the oven. Now, her level 2 is in romance. I don't think we have anything that we can do for romance other than, like, flirt with someone, I think. Like, I think if we had a TV, they'd be able to watch the romance channel. So we're just gonna practice singing, it'll help her with her fun and everything else. Oh my goodness, it's 3 a.m. Come on, like, can't I catch a break? Honestly. So I guess when we come back, we'll have to finish doing what we're doing with 4 and then move on to 5. Um, acquired the singing skill. That's excellent, darling. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we'll try to finish up 4 and then do 5. I think that's the best way to go. Maybe we can work on 5 while 4 is sleeping. No, we'll just wait. We will just wait. And just like that, it is Sunday. So until next time, see ya.